Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Sangita. How are you?
Yes, I am good, and thank you for asking me. And what's about you?
I'm also doing pretty well today. And first of all, I apologize to have kept you waiting for a little long because I was actually making my kids sleep. That's why.
No, ma'am. No, it's okay, ma'am. And thank you so much, ma'am, because your video inspired me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've waited for a couple of days after sending my mail, and I thought that I got some mail or not, and scrolling my mail to check
Mm-hmm.
when I will get some mail. And
Mm-hmm.
at last, I got some mail. And thank you so much for accepting my request.
It's my pleasure to have you on this channel. And I'm thinking I am looking forward to this conversation. Today I'm feeling clueless what to say and what not to say. Okay, great. So let's first get to know each other and then we'll move
Yes,
forward with the conversation. Okay.
yes, you.
So would you like to
Yes, ma'am.
introduce yourself first?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say that my name is Sangita, and I am living in UP, but my native is in Odisha. And I am a homemaker, and I
Mm-hmm.
am having two kids. And
Mm-hmm.
by profession, I'm a software developer.
Mm-hmm.
But after having my kid, it was very difficult to manage all the things, as you know
Mm-hmm.
better.
Right.
But I was busy some freelancing work
Mm-hmm.
during some days, and nowadays I do some projects, but not regularly.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. But from last 2 months, I have started my coding classes
Mm-hmm.
because my son, which is in class three, he's
Mm-hmm.
so much interested in coding. Then I thought that if I'll teach him and if I'll take some classes,
Mm-hmm.
then it will make him benefit. Also, it makes me productive.
Mm,
So for
right.
that, I have started my coding classes. It's all
That's
about me.
nice. Okay, great. So you're working as a freelancer engineer.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, me and my husband both are in the same field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we have some clients and they offer some projects.
Mm-hmm.
But due to my busy schedule, I do not work regularly. I
Hmm.
often do.
So you don't work for any particular company, right?
No. We have some clients,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes we do some new job.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it's all
that's
about.
freelancing, right? And how do you
Yes,
come to
yes, ma'am.
know about this thing that your kid is interested in coding? Is that in his
Uh,
curriculum as well?
yes, ma'am. But he is in
Mm-hmm.
class three. But in class six, they introduce in their class introduce Python. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but in class six, but here is a child who is in my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in class six, and my kid is going to their home. And after watching that he is busy in their coding,
Mm-hmm.
then he came to our house, and then he started to do coding. Then I
Okay.
thought that it is good if he is interested. So then
Hmm.
I started with.
Right. Boys have actually that kind of brain only. They want to do something technical. Most of the boys,
Mhm.
they want to do something technical. So maybe from there he got that interest while watching others
Yeah.
doing it. Is it easy? As you are learning
Yes.
coding, do you find it easy?
Yeah. It's too easy because I have started the classes. All the kids are learning this time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's
But does it
easy.
have any kind of benefit in future?
Yes, ma'am. Just I thought that the in this means I live in Noida,
Mm-hmm.
and in the environment in this area, the
Mm-hmm.
kids are engaging themselves in video, in
Hmm.
for playing games. So for that, when I realized that if my kid is interested in coding, if
Mm-hmm.
he will busy in these things, so he maybe it will help him to avoid that game,
Right,
to
right.
play that. So for
Hmm.
that, he is in coding, and I think that if after coding classes, after giving some basic knowledge, then I will engage themselves in small projects.
Hmm.
So they do not get enough time to
Mm-hmm.
spend that time with game or
Hmm.
anything else.
Hmm.
So
So
this is
simply you
my
want
motto.
him to just avoid the screen time and other than that he
Yes,
can do
yeah,
anything.
ma'am, yes, ma'am. Screen time is okay. Means
Mhm.
we don't give any mobile phone to them.
Mhm.
Is it affects a lot.
Mhm.
They watches TV. They watch TV.
Mhm.
But after some time, so means he asked me when you will give me phone to game with my friends.
Mhm.
So it hurted me a lot. I thought that he knew that at a point we have to give a phone and he will play game with their friends. So then I thought that if he will not give, sorry, I am little bit nervous.
No issues. Take your time.
Yes, ma'am. Just so for that, I thought that if he will not get some time to play a game and he will busy in some other work, then will not involve in that situation.
Mm. And over
So to
time,
avoid,
this these video games become addiction actually. I've seen some videos where
yes, ma'am.
kids are getting
Yeah.
crazy over
Mm,
games. Like
yes,
they were
ma'am.
throwing things and just for the game, just for the mobile.
They, ma'am, they just feel irritated when
Hmm.
we don't give any phone to them. They feel so much irritated,
Hmm.
and we see the reaction.
Hmm. Right. Then they react aggressively actually because they want it
Yes, ma'am.
anyhow, no matter what.
Mm.
It
Ma'am,
depends on their friends' influence as well. Like when they go to their friends actually play lots of video games, so they get a little influence from there also. So how do you handle that as a
yes, ma'am.
parent?
Yes, ma'am. But till now, it's easy to handle because there are less friends who are engaged in this field.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, just I say that when they will be in class 6 or 7. So many are in this field. So many
Mm.
kids are engaging themselves in this field. So it will take means he is in class. He will go class 4, but I have means 2 4 2 2 3 year. So I then means I have so much time, so I
Mm.
never thought about what will be future. Okay,
Right.
so
Mm.
in present what is going on, it's good, and after that I will check
Think about
what
it.
will be happening. Yes, yes,
Right,
yes.
right. We just have to live in present. We can't ponder much on our future, then will make our present even worse if we'll keep on thinking about future as well, right? But
Yes, ma'am.
I think you must have also noticed that these days there are many gamers on YouTube. They make videos while playing games, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
they do live stream as well. So even my kid is just 5 years old, but he has the control over remote, right? He used the remote himself. So many a times he turn on to those channels where kids are playing games, they are doing live streams, so he also get influence from them, and he also speak in the same manner the way they speak in the game, right? So don't you think it's very difficult to keep our kids away from these kind of distractions, you can say
Yes,
video
ma'am.
games and everything? And don't you think that these kids are promoting it? They shouldn't promote, like people shouldn't promote video games this much, but kids, like if I name there is a very famous vlogger Saurav Joshi. So his brother is also doing live stream, and then his many friends are also doing these games live stream. So don't you think it's not good to promote video games?
It's not good, but I just say you something that, ma'am,
Hmm.
when it's in our hand, okay, we have to overcome these problems. In this stage means when the kids are in age 8, 7, it's in our hand. We can
Hmm.
manage all the things. But after certain age, we cannot manage.
Hmm.
They will not obey. They will not listen what we are speaking or what we tell before them. They will
Hmm.
not listen. Okay. So, from my point of view, I will just say that when I will make them when I will show them a right path, then will never go to that path.
Or
Okay.
you have to
So for
engage
my
them in different things actually.
different thing. Or ma'am,
Hmm.
just I am saying that my kid is also interested in badminton. So he's playing so much time. He takes so much time in playing on. Also, he when he got some time, he do
Hmm.
some coding. Then he is busy in sometimes for just for example he is in house because exam is over, and they are in home now, and they watches movie or some cartoons, but they don't play any games or nothing
Hmm.
else. because this time we have the control.
Right.
But
But to some extent,
uh,
it's good because it stimulates your brain, it makes your brain even more stronger, right? So, to some extent, it's good. Sometimes I also give my phone to my kid to play some game, but later on, he insists on playing more and more. So then I feel that it was my mistake that I was handing him phone
yes, ma'am.
myself, even when he was not asking for it. I handed him phone because I thought it's good for his brain, because it stimulates brain, you think critically and all that. But later on, I thought it was my mistake. So I don't give him phone anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
And as you said, your kids' exams are over. So are you little stressed about results?
No, no, ma'am. It's
No?
okay. Whatever the
Mm-hmm.
result, it's really okay because they are too small.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, I means I teach them, but I don't expect so much from
Mm-hmm.
them because I know that if you have the basic fundamentals, then it's okay. Okay, but I don't. I have some stress when they have exam.
Mm-hmm.
But after getting some result, then it's really okay. Okay, what he is done, it's good.
Mm-hmm. But still, like my kid is just 5 years old, he's in UKG. But still, I'm little stressed about his result because you are totally clueless what will be the results. Like you don't even know because you teach them at home and they also study very well, but you never know what are they doing in exams, right? So I'm little terrified because we never know. That is completely unpredictable. But it's okay. Whatever marks he'll get doesn't matter because he's just a kid and we should not pressurize them. So that's why it doesn't matter. But still, there is, a little terrifying
Yes,
thing that
ma'am. Yes,
that is there.
ma'am.
Hmm. But it's okay. My kid is, he studies well with me, but I sometimes the teachers complain that he's very slow. He does everything as per his mood. Like he's kind of a mood driven, just like me actually. So maybe he has inherited this from me. So if he like even if he knows the answer, then also if he's not in mood to tell, so he'll not tell. He'll simply say, "I knew yesterday, but I don't know today." Like he's that like that. So kids are kids. We can't do anything in that. But definitely, we should not pressurize them. We should not whack them. They have to live their phase, right?
They will face all the pressure and all the
Hmm.
things in one
Hmm.
day. One day they have to do all the things. So for the I don't think after fifth class we have to make them pressurize. But
Hmm.
till now it's okay.
Yes,
What
yes.
is
There
going
is
on?
a age. There is a age to put pressure because putting pressure is also important to make them ready for the real world because in real world is very cruel. So they have to learn each and everything. So we have to put a little pressure on them, but at certain age, after certain age.
But just learn them how to be kind, how to help others. These things
Mm.
we learn them or we teach them. But
Yes, definitely. That has more weightage than putting pressure. So that is definitely on the top. And how do you teach them these things like these value and everything?
just I say, ma'am, for example, in my kids' school, my boys'
Mm-hmm.
in school, they use the whole books. They can use whole books. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can use any books. Means if we'll go to the next class, then we can use the old books.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought some books from other,
Mm-hmm.
but my kid was saying that he will not use that book. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because my daughter who is in class one, she has new books because she is very younger,
Mm-hmm.
and they write all the things, so they have to write all the things. So for that we buy the new
New
book. But
books.
and my yes, my son is arguing with me, why I will use the old books. Then
Mm-hmm.
I help him ki, you have to use that book because there should so many trees need to be cut when the paper is making. So lots of things
Mm-hmm.
is happening before that before printing any book. So you have to use, so you have to gain the knowledge. This
Mm-hmm.
is the not the right path for how why I will use that book, but you
Mm-hmm.
have to gain the knowledge. It will be maybe is new or old, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter, but you have to
Right.
use that book. uh,
That's so perfect. You are doing a good job as a parent. That's
or
nice.
or I also help him. In my means, in my schooling days, I also used to the I
Used book
also used
only.
the book. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Hmm. And you know what? Kids are so curious. They ask lots of questions. You don't even know where those questions are coming from. But these days, I've noticed that parenting has changed a little bit. Like earlier, people used to say, or parents used to say, this is the way it is. You have to believe in it. For example, anything they ask, for example, why clouds are white, they'll say, this is the way it is. Right. But now, parents are, into giving logic about it, and then they go to Google and search about it, and then they tell their kids. So are you in the same boat? Do you also do the same thing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any knowledge, and my kid is saying that you have to learn that knowledge because
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what is this and what is that, so you
Mm-hmm.
have to gain that knowledge. Then
Right.
before I am delivering anything before them, then
Mm-hmm.
just I have to Google all the things.
Hmm. And that's good because we both are learning together. We are learning with our kids. They are just bringing up questions, and we both are learning together. And that's a good thing. I also Google a lot of times whenever my kids, ask me any such kind of question which I don't know. And mostly I don't know the answers. Mostly it happens that I don't know the answer. So I have to go to Google and ask for it. And sometimes I show them video because they learn better from visuals. So there is a
Yes, ma'am.
channel, Binox Ki Dunya on YouTube, YouTube Kids.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's a perfect channel to show your kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
It
logical
is also
videos they provide.
yes, ma'am. It is also used in school. They also use
Okay.
these videos. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. Here,
That's great.
when the ma'am is taking online classes, they use this type of videos.
Hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So do you have any questions for me? Because I've asked you a lots of
No,
questions.
ma'am, no, ma'am. I don't have any questions, but I have
Hmm.
some. Just I say that I watch some videos, but not I don't know about this sessions, main
Hmm.
conversation sessions.
Hmm.
But I just watched your videos and it inspired me a lot. Then I thought that if I will improve my or I will enhance my skill, then it will make me beneficial. So for that, after that, I after watching that video, then I am engaging myself for watching the videos. Then after my dinner, I spent 15 to 20 minutes to for speaking. So this
Hmm.
is my daily routine. Okay, I just think that I have to add this quality or I have to add these things so that it will make me perfect one day.
Hmm.
So if, one thing I just want to means I know how to write, how the grammars are there, but I know everything. But it's very difficult to me when I have to deliver any words before anyone.
Hmm.
So just I think that I have to take any classes or when I will practice or I will make these things, it will
Hmm.
make me better.
Hmm. So if you are
This is my thought.
self-disciplined, then you don't need any classes if you are self-disciplined. Otherwise, you need classes if you want that push from other people or from a tutor, then you can definitely go for it. But you can learn this language by yourself also because you're speaking quite decent. Here and there, you're making some tenses mistake. If you have also noticed, you're making tenses mistake.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
work specifically on your past tenses. For that, whatever you are doing for learning English, like reading, watching, whatever you are doing, just notice the patterns when they are talking about any past event. Just notice like what kind of verb they are using and what kind of sentence structure they are using. So you have to notice it very attentively and then repeat it. You have to do shadowing practice, imitate them. Okay. So you should be habitual of speaking correct English. So how will that happen? When you read books aloud, when you what was I saying? When you imitate people, imitate fluent speaker, then you'll become habitual of speaking accurate English. Okay, like speaking the correct tenses and everything, and do some exercises related to tenses that you can get from ChatGPT as well. Ask ChatGPT to provide you some exercises to practice past tenses. Okay, and this is how you'll learn. Fine, mainly tenses. Otherwise, you're good to go. But if you want to learn more and more, so you have to immerse yourself more and more in English. So again, reading aloud, shadowing is one of the best ways to improve in this language because through shadowing, you just not work upon your intonation, but you work on your pronunciation and accuracy because you imitate them completely as it is you imitate them. So you're working on your sentence structure, grammar, pronunciation, intonation, everything in one go. So that is something that you have to do on daily basis. And then read. You can go for Sudha Murthy's book. They are so simple, and you'll understand at
Yes,
least
ma'am.
80% out of it.
One thing. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, to interrupt you. I am so much influenced, Sudhamurti, because I watch some videos. I don't read any books
Mm-hmm.
till now, but I'm so much influenced when there are some videos about Sudhamurti.
Hmm.
So it impressed me a lot.
I feel that watching Sudha Murthy's ma'am video is not a good choice because her intonation and pronunciation is not quite good, but her books are so top notch. You can go for books. Because if you'll watch videos, because she's not really good at in intonation and pronunciation, if you'll watch her videos, you'll get the influence. Right? So better not to watch videos, but definitely you can go for books. Like I am also reading The Mother I Never Knew, and I can't resist reading that book. Every time, whenever I get some free time here and there, I read that book. I keep on reading. So I've read at least half of that book now. I'm even more curious to read what happens next. So that's the quality of her writing, right? So you can go for books, but not videos, as
Yes,
per my suggestion.
okay,
Hmm. If you want to go for videos, then you can go for Priyanka Chopra, Shushmita Sen, Alia Bhatt,
okay.
Karan Johar show, Coffee with Karan. Like these Bollywood celebs has have very good English. Okay, that high level English. So you can go for those. And Beer Biceps podcast channel. That's a podcast channel. You can go for that. Other than that, there is a channel called Rida Tharana. It's by her name only, Rida Tharana. So she's also very well spoken. So you can search these channels. Okay. And you can go for children videos as well. Like you can go directly to YouTube Kids and watch any videos of your interest in English, right? Like you can the Binocs Ki Dunia that I have mentioned, you can go for that also. So whatever you watch, whatever you read, you pick up something, some or the other thing. So there is a learning, there is a listening practice. So that happens. So anything of your interest you can do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope I have cleared your doubt.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am. Means, if I will continue or if I will keep this consistency, then it will
Mm.
make me better.
Right, right, right. So it's just that today you'll learn something, tomorrow some other thing, but you have to keep your notes as well. Whatever you're learning, just note it down so that you could also revise time to time, right? Just that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything
Yes,
else?
ma'am. No, no, ma'am. Only I would like to say that thank you so much for accepting my request. It's
Hmm.
my
My
yes.
pleasure, my pleasure. And thanks to you also for being here and asking such nice questions. Okay, then I wish you a good day ahead and I wish to meet you again very soon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Same here.
Okay then. See you. Bye.
Bye.